Heyo, welcome back everybody. This is EonShiKeno with some more StarCraft 2 commentaries. Let's get this game started in the top left corner of the map on Akalon Waste. We have our pretty blue player, blue Terran player. It's going to be Acer's MMA. And his opponent, the bottom right. The red Terran player in this mirror match is going to be CM Storm Polt. Now, both of these Terran players have won their share of major StarCraft 2 titles. Polt most notably won the Super Tournament, the one and only Super Tournament, which actually lived up to his name. It was actually a very super tournament. It had a massive prize pool, and it was kind of Polt's biggest and first and biggest event that he's won. But since then, he's been playing a lot of WCS North America and MMA. Of course, plays in the GSL, Pro League, and GSTL, and a couple MLGs. You know, of course, very other tournaments. MMA is a very traveled player when it comes to StarCraft 2. So let's see what each of our players is going for. So a little bit early of a gas for Polt. So Polt going for a little bit of a quicker gas. So this will either be Reapers first or maybe even quicker Banshees. Definitely not going to go off a Nexus, or sorry, yeah, definitely not going to go off of a Nexus. But definitely can go off of a Command Center if he wants to be insane, but more likely that's not going to happen. And MMA hiding his barracks in this corner over here on the left. I think it was JYP the last game I commentated. JYP he had a thing about putting his gateway over here, then a pylon right here, then his Cybernex core right below it. He just likes to keep it nice and tidy. But then again, it also makes your opponent think, huh, where did he put that building at? It's supposed to be in here. And if they just forget to scout that one location, sometimes it'll work out in your favor. So I guess building right there doesn't give you too many drawbacks. So, I mean, as long as you don't trap your units in, you know, actually wall them in, and then they spawn back here, then you're embarrassed, and you have to lift up your barracks. And then it's just downhill from there. Everybody knows once you lift up your barracks, it's pretty much game over. Polt deciding to be the first one to go out and scout. And, okay, factory going up, so not going to be Reapers. This is just going to be him making a little bit of a quicker tech. And MMA deciding to go with the Reaper here. Second one out. This poor SCV will, you know, he almost got there to see that there wasn't a command center, but seeing that Reaper out, he's got to know those timings. That's a pretty safe assumption that there can be a command center there. So we'll see if he decides to take a command center early. No, he's actually going to double down on the tech, throwing up Starport, getting that second gas out, continue to produce a couple SCVs, get that macro up going, producing a couple Marines for defense. These guys will have to be in position to deal with the Reaper. The Reaper's coming on the right side of the map. They're on the left side of the ramp, and this Reaper's just going to walk on in and, turn around, actually. He had the keys to the kingdom right there, and MMA just decided to turn around. That was a fair scout. He could have went in there, did a little bit of juking. Even with 3 Marines, I think that Reaper could have easily just got in and got out of there. So, guess he's wanting to play it safer. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention that much. Didn't really notice how many Marines were there. Reactor going up for MMA is followed by a factory. This might be the Marine Medevac Widow Mine drop, or maybe not. Actually, just going to drop a factory on there, and we're going to see some Hellions come out. That'd be cool if he goes mech. Starport going up after this, though. Definitely not going to be bio, because there's no barracks being built. So that would be really cool. I want to see MMA go mech. So if we have mech versus like a tech Terran, that'll be a pretty fun combination. These Reapers just, you know, they're just knocking on doors. But Polt knows what's up. He's dealt Jehovah's Witnesses before. He knows not to answer. And if they come in your door, Polt's got an answer. He's got the C-14 Gauss rifle. Oh, cloak being researched. First, Banshee's out. But of course, I mean, MMA's got to have this well under control. Making a Viking out first. Worried about that Banshee, so that's smart. Throwing down a couple Widow Mines. Even has a missile turret, so this Banshee won't be able to accomplish too terribly much. At most, he's just forcing a couple missile turrets, forcing him to play defensive, but I'm going to see. Okay, he's continuing producing Banshees. His command center is going down, but not at the natural just yet. He can fly that down there later. Cloak is done, so he didn't cancel that even after scouting, even after getting scouted out, which was kind of interesting. I guess he really continues to Just stick with this. Now the Viking comes out. He has to worry about a scan. There's another missile turret here, so at most he may kill a reactor, but of course he can pull down a couple SCVs, do a repair job. No, actually one SCV gets taken down. He wants to keep that reactor alive. He's producing a couple Hellions. A reactor being built on that barracks, and these SCVs they're waiting. They're like, is it too late? Can we go? Can we go? Back and forth. Two of them go down, and Polt still forcing a couple SCV kills out of here. Will he still get the reactor kill? It's getting low. More SCVs are falling. The reactor's on fire. It's dropping. It's dropping. And it has fallen. And another SCV bites the dust. So, wow, it still gets 8 SCV kills. So, the thing you really want to deal with that is, if you're in MMA, the best thing to do is just send an abundance of SCVs, like 8. Just go there, insta-repair it, and then just run away. Because he was going back and forth, back and forth. Most of the time, he wasn't even repairing. And ouch. Now he cloaks. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Tank heading out. Polt making his way across the map. He's got a decent sized force. Let's see, his army supply is at 28 versus 22. He's down in a Banshee. One Banshee down. This guy with the 0 kills. And I think that the other one actually get killed. Now the other Banshees around here somewhere, probably getting repaired. There it is. There it is. Another, there's a couple more bio being built. SVs being transferred to the natural. But at this point, we have Polt going to try and make a siege out here. Marine's getting a pretty good spread, trying to make his way up the ramp. MMA has his own Banshee, but there's a decent amount of AA here. But look at this, he's got a Raven as well. This Banshee's moving forward. He's way overextended himself, walking straight into that fight. Marines get a couple good shots in there. Tank going to take out the bunker before it gets repaired. No, too late. And the Marines are going to fall to this. Hellions and even a auto turret's going to be enough to hold this back. And Polt wanting to try and push his luck, but without having that siege upgrade, at least I don't think he has that. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? That comes with tanks now. I'm thinking like old school. But, I mean, the safe play there would have been use the Banshee for vision and siege with the siege tanks. And just keep your Marines on the soft contain. But maybe Polt thought he did more damage than he thought. And he was trying to just really put a hurt on MMA, but it wasn't enough there. Now MMA is in his opponent's base, wrecking some havoc. Now he's going to go to the natural, where there is a missile turret quickly being built, and those SCVs get repositioned. Now he's heading back down to the bottom, picks off another kill. Another one goes down as well. 5 SCVs killed. Hasn't yet racked up the number of 8. This guy over here, this corporal, he's watching on as this Banshee tries to break his world record of 8 SCV kills. Nope, scan, and he's going to be shut down at 6. Another Banshee's making his way to the natural. This guy's got cloak, 3 kills already on this guy. Going to keep picking off a couple SCVs. Polt sitting at 65 supply versus MMA's 81. Let's check the upgrades while this little air skirmish goes on. Both players have cloak, and that's it. Just the cloak. Nothing more, sir. Another scan. Good scan. Takes out that Banshee. So MMA setting up for a third. He's got another factory being built. He's got a lot of factories, 3 of them so far. Good number of factories for 2 base. Going to probably go up to 5 here as soon as he gets his 3rd base set up. Slowly melting these rocks with these flamethrowers on these Hellions. Not quite sure what the melting temperature of these rocks is, but it has to be pretty high. And, I mean, flames can't really push rocks, you know, because they just don't have that much force, but like, it's not melting them because they're just kind of on fire. Maybe they just get softened up enough that they kind of just crumble under their own weight. I don't know. I'm sure the StarCraft game designers have thought this well through. The actual mechanics that go into rocks being blown up by heat. So one Banshee here from Polt just being used as a big, fancy, death-dealing observer. An observer that shoots and kills as it kills. Another Banshee from Polt moving into the right here, maybe going to kill a couple Hellions, but it'd preferably go for those siege tanks. We're going to have to fall back. Vikings, Raven moving in position. And will this Banshee get away? It's looking like he could actually get away if this Raven goes the wrong direction, but he's looking like he's going to commit with this Banshee. He's kind of pulling those forces away while he runs through the middle here. This hasn't been scouted out just yet. The scan goes down. He sees there's a lot of siege tanks up there. They are going to siege here eventually. This Banshee in the back getting a few kills, but that guy will get cleaned up. Now we have a big force in the front. A lot of siege tanks in the back. MMA has a much superior force here. Polt, once again, trying to break up the ramp, but just gets shut down handily. And MMA with a nice supply lead there, a positional advantage, shuts down Polt. Look at this army. He's got 4 tanks, like 6 Vikings, even has a couple Hellions. This is not looking good, and he's got a barracks flying over here, because why not? Doesn't even have a third base. This is just a 2-base mech play. So one thing that I find kind of interesting here is so Polt is going the bio play for the most part, with the Banshee opening. And he's playing very aggressive. So aggressive that his opponent's been on 2 bases and has just been sacrificing his army. Maybe he was planning on trading and using his superior economy to take him out, but it really hasn't happened just yet. Look at that. Nice! Point defense drone. Those Marauders are they're just crying as they look up in the air as their projectiles do absolutely nothing. And at this point, this is completely game over. Missile turrets being built in a Polt's base. There are more siege tanks than SCVs at this point, maybe. There's a GG from Polt. That's going to be game number 1. MMA takes the victory. And this was pretty much just, the beginning. Polt had a nice lead, but he kind of threw that away with these 2 attacks. He just ran up his opponent's ramp into a fortified Terran player, got shut down once, and then twice, and thrice. No opportunity. MMA decides to return the favor with a much superior force, walks in on Polt's front door, knocks it down. So thank you guys for watching. We'll continue the rest of this Best of 3 series on my channel, youtube.com/EonShiKeno. Make sure to follow me on Twitter @EonShiKeno. Follow me on twitch.tv/EonShiKeno. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.